Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. This is Dawn with Scrapbook Sage. I have a couple journals I'm going to share with you today. As you know, I've been working with Carol Valenta with the Friendly Quail, and we both are doing journals on herbs. And so I have been working on my herb journal. I believe I may be done with it. So I knew I was going to work on two journals. So I'll show you that journal. I'll show you the one that I've been working on that is really close to being done. I may add a few things here and there, but I wanted to show you the one I'll be working on these next 2 weeks as well. So Lindsay Zenora has a really cool website. She sells digital kits as well as digital plans. So she has one that has all digital kits in it, so they're good to go to start your journals. Another one is a vintage ephemera club. So she posts different, lots of ephemera, and you can buy these, they range anywhere between $50 to $100, and she has them on sale. Some of them are smaller. Some of her clubs are smaller because they're newer. And she's doing monthly clubs this year as well. I have bought many of her clubs, and I find them quite useful. Some you can use them in your own digital design, and then others you cannot. But she has been partnering with her best friend in making. She has a club, and it's the Dreamy. It's a kit with all like these dreamy designs. They're really pretty, with just sort of this watercolor type design. So I love using the kits in that club. And I wanted to make a journal with her lavender kit. So this journal is more focused on lavender, but I'm going to be working in some of my digital kit into it as we go. So I made the cover, and I will be probably doing a collage on the inside, or I might do some wallpaper. I haven't decided. So as you guys remember last week, here are the pages of my book. This is just one page, and this is the ephemera pieces from it. But the full pages look like this. So this is what I have left over, and I know I'm going to be using them inside of this journal. So I just have it there. But this is her lavender kit in her Dreamy Design Club. And I went ahead and have put together the signature. And so next week I will be showing you what I've done. So I'll probably do some stamping and stenciling and building up pieces of ephemera and stuff like that into the kit. So I've started collecting things from that. As you can see, here is some parchment paper, and I printed these 2 pages on the parchment paper. So these are much brighter. They would be bright like this. But I printed them on the parchment paper just sort of see what that would look like and add a little bit more dimension instead of just the white there. So that is something that I'm looking forward to doing with this whole lavender theme. Or lavender or herbal theme. And she has words and stuff that work for that maybe I might add to my journal, or we'll see what we do. So I will be completing this in the next couple weeks. And then I wanted to show you what I've done with my journal. So this is the journal that I did using my digital kit, and actually I used several of my digital kits. So you can go to Scrapbook Sage on Etsy and check those out. This is my herbal digital kit, and this is wallpaper here that was just perfect. It has that whole herbal theme, and I put a piece of upholstery fabric on the side there, and then I went ahead and collaged the inside cover. So that's what I think I'm going to do with the other one. But I took pieces. This is a cover of a book as well as this. And here's pieces for my kit. And here's some wallpaper. And I just went ahead and took what I had and built them up. And I just used my glue stick under and over until I could tell that everything was really well secured. So here's the journal that I did. I went ahead and stitched it with my sewing machine. I didn't hand stitch it. A lot of times I will hand stitch things, but I didn't this time. Let's see where we're at. In the middle. So this is the middle here. Oh, it got off a little bit there. So this is my postcard kit, but I just stitched it down the middle and it's not going to go anywhere. And it sits there a little bit tight. If you hand stitch it in, it might be a little bit looser and it gives you a little bit more give, but I think this is still fine for writing. So this was the basil page, and I did some hearts here. So as you guys know, I've also been doing Calvin Ball in March, and I've been having a lot of fun with that. So in Calvin Ball, they give you points for adding lots of stuff to your pages, and it's really fun to do. So the reason I say I'm not done with this, because I might want to like add a little bird or different things to get more points today for Calvin Ball, but this is sort of where I'm at right now. There was a crop this morning, and you can go check out Scrap Happy and sign up and see what Calvin Ball is all about. We're going to be doing it through the rest of the month, and if you want to join in the fun, feel free to do that. Just check out people are leaving tags for Calvin Ball 2021, and you can check out Alice Ball's Scrap Happy. She has some great things for scrapbookers and activities for people to participate in all year long. So what I'm thinking, since I'm going to sell this journal, I think I'm going to leave it as simple as it is. I don't like things to get too busy because I like to give people a chance to get points. But I went ahead and I inked the edges. I cut out some little hearts here and put some hearts there. There's a butterfly there. So in Calvin Ball, like right now, I would get points for stitching, for using multiple layers of paper, for a plant, for a butterfly, for something I created, for a stamp, for circles, for a flower, and pink. Well, yeah, there's pink there. And so I would be able to take those points. Oh, and a book page. I'd be able to take those points and then I add those up. And you can post pictures of what you do. You don't have to. And daily, you can just post the points that you make. And some things you get points for may not be available the next day. So it's just been a lot of fun. This is my second year doing it, and I love it. So the next page, this is one of my old world collection. Again, I inked the outside of the paper. I used a book page. This is Lindsay's saffron, grungy saffron. She's got some elements that one of let me see if I can think of her name really quick. Lonnie has helped Lindsay make the ephemera for that. So there's some ephemera pieces for that, and that has been really fun to be working with. I love this green lined paper. I'm going to cry when I run out of it. But I coffee dyed it, and I did some stenciling. I don't know if you can tell. I just did a light stencil because I like to leave space for writing. Okay, and on this page, this is from the Graphics Fairy. I use some of her designs sometimes when I make pages myself. But I made a page and I decided I didn't want to use it, but I thought with the look of the paper behind it and the design over it, I love the way it looks. So I went ahead and just fussy cut that out. So I get a point for fussy cutting. I get a point for pink. I get a point for leaves, a heart, and for circles, and a stamp. I get a point for a tag and stitching. I don't really have ribbon there. And then I'd get a point for watercolor because this is a piece of fabric with watercolor. And here are hearts that are, you get points for a repeating theme. So I did a repeating theme of the hearts there and stamping, and I'd count coffee because it's coffee dyed as well. So those are ways that I'm just counting things up. and the stitching too. So that is sort of what's fun about Calvin Ball. And at the end of the month, there's no prizes. You just get a claim. If you have the most points, you win. And there's about 5 or 6 of us that are in the lead, and it's been a lot of fun. I love this page. I know I showed it to you guys last time with this foil and the rose, and these are glitter confetti. So I would get points for that. I'd get points for the coffee dyed doily, for green and pink, and a stamp and leaves. And on this one, I get a point for a frame and a bow and fruits. If this was a different font, I'd get a point for 2 font title. So she just gives you an opportunity to earn a lot of points. So you guys saw me probably select my pages and I set them up. Oh, I did something with this paper. What did I do? I printed, this is sort of like a shiny gold linen paper, and it's smooth. And I printed something on it, and it's like, why haven't I been doing that? Because it was so beautiful. I'm not quite sure if I have it here in this book or not, but I'm just saying I've been using that paper all wrong because I've been filling it in as pages here to give you different texture in the book. But I love what I printed out on that, and I just can't remember what it was. I'm sure it's around because I've been making a lot of stuff, but I just can't remember specifically what it was. Here's another belly band. Here is one of my Tea Rose linen kits. Same with the that other rose page that we saw here. And this is all embroidery, so I could get points for stitching. Obviously, all these pages are stitched together and put away. So for every 4 pages you put away, you get a point. And all of my pages have stitching on them because they're stitched inside of the book. Here's stencils here. Here are some stamps. And then I backed this. So I created this page the other day. I was playing with this is oregano. And I was playing with that and stitched that up. This is one of Lindsay's kits as well. It is buttercups and thistles or something. It's a really cute kit. So I'm playing, the reason I'm saying I'm not done, I might go ahead and try to put a button on here or some washi or just try to get some other points there. I just haven't decided yet. This is my Tea Rose kit. This is my herb kit and lavenders there. I went ahead and made another background page using my own, using stamps. And this is fun. And I just put a heart there as well. Did a little banner there and a stamp there. This is a book page. I love the pages from this book. So in this book, it had the images of the vases, like pictures of the vases themselves after they had been kilned and created. And then they had the art, the work that people did, the design work that the vases were created off of. And it's so cool because it has their handwriting and there's numbers and they're just really cool pages. And we get a point for frames too. So I got a frame there, and you get a point for a circle using multiple types of paper. And my spread is like 2 pages is worth 1 point. So this would have been half a point, and that would have been a half a point. So again, I had made some paper with this design in it, but decided to fussy cut this. This is one of the tags from Lindsay's kits, and that is from the Digital Kit Club. So I've got some wallpaper in here with just some multiple images, the cream and white. I probably won't get point for that, but earlier this month we were getting points for white on cream. And this is really cool. I love what they did in this kit because they have like little eyelets like sprinkled out over on the image, and I think that's cool. So here is a little, I cut out those hearts and I just put the extra piece of paper down here. This is a little coffee image. This is my postcard kit there. This is from Lindsay's Vintage Image Club. Oh no, it's from that Buttercup and Clover kit. And here are a couple of those pieces that I just put a heart on the back and I printed them up on cardstock so there can be journaling space there as well. Put a few more hearts around. I used that wallpaper and cut out the sage and put that on top of it. Here's an envelope from Lindsay's kit. It's really pretty. And I love how it goes. It coordinates really well with that paper. And I made a belly band. And here is just another piece of ephemera there. And you can I will probably go through and put a couple more pieces of ephemera just inside of here and stuff. So we had a crop today with Scrap Happy with Calvin Ball, and so I was doing that this morning. So it's taking me a little bit longer to get my video up than I had hoped. So I love sort of how this looks. You have the image here, and then you have the stamped image. It was really cool to do that. There's roses, and here is some words about plants. Did some stenciling and a stamp there. She's holding some daisies. She's got a bow in her hair, and this is a page that I had created. It's an image from one of Lindsay's Vintage Image Clubs, but I had put like a linen overlay over it, and I love the way that looks. So here's sweet orange, and it's not an herb, but I love like all the cinnamon and clove and those things that go good with herbs. I do like oils, and I've got so that different type of oils that I use tend to have those all together. So my On Guard, with doTERRA, I use that. And so when I think of herbs and oils and stuff, I think of them together. But we like to make food. So here's the coffee page, and I made a little pocket out of that. And I had a recipe here with vanilla in it. So I put that across from that. So this would be a great little pocket for your favorite coffee cake or whatever. And then there's tea rose. And I coffee dyed the colored paper as well. Have a butterfly there. So I kept it pretty simple. I didn't layer up too much as far as the embellishments, and I think that's appropriate for this type of journal. And I am tying this up with some lace, and I had it here, but I must have moved it. So this is going to be tied up with lace and will probably be in my shop soon. But I wanted to go ahead and show that to you. And then next week I will finish off the other journal using Lindsay's kit. And I've been having a lot of fun just seeing all the things that Carol creates. She is really patient in teaching and showing people how to make ephemera and stuff like that. So I'm really glad that we're doing this together. And I will see you guys next time. And I hope you have a great day. Go ahead and hit the like and subscribe or rumble. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.